Hello, this is Blue coming to you live from the road to El Dorado. And that is because we are on the search for the ever elusive gold/god pack. And hopefully today we'll be opening it. This will probably be my last quote-unquote box opening, at least for Beyond the Gates, or the Kickstarter sets. Purely because if I was ever going to hit the God Pack, this would be it. As you see here, we have one case of Kickstarter booster boxes. I have opened 5 of them and have not hit a single God Pack in any of them, and this is the last case of, or the last box of said case. So let's go ahead and open, take it out, and cross our fingers. So we'll zoom in a little bit here. Hope you guys enjoy my new playmat, custom of course. There with a little bit of the lighting. So yeah, the idea behind this will be probably gonna fast forward through most of the opening until we hit some uniques, and then I'll probably talk about the uniques and thoughts of them, and then hopefully we hit the God Pack along the way. In the meantime, enjoy the random elevator music that is copyright free, and maybe some crinkly noises initially, but we'll start at least with opening it with the fancy gold little opener here. Just crossing our fingers that we hit some gold on the way. And yeah, so opened a good amount of these Kickstarter boxes since the release, obviously. Hit some good uniques, as you've seen on the channel. But yeah, I kind of just want to hit the God Pack just to say that I've done it, especially since we probably won't see them again until they said potentially set 4. So yeah, here we go. We got that. Let's open up. I will be organizing the cards as I open them, but like I mentioned, we'll probably just fast forward all this for your time-saving pleasure. All right, and I may do some adjustments to the camera along the way, but one last look at the beautiful pack art here. And here we go. Looks like we're coming up on our first unique. I apologize, I probably should do a more surprise thing when I'm opening the pack, especially if I'm trying for a God Pack, but hopefully I can remember to do that in the future. Yep, first unique coming up here. Hopefully it looks like it's Ortis. Hopefully it's a good one. Create an Ortis 1/1 soldier token in each of your expeditions. So rare gatekeeper effect. If you control 1 or more landmarks, up to 1 target character gains sleep, you may have gained 2 boost. So yeah, I mean, it's the Sandman effect as well. It's only from hand though, so it's not perfect in that situation. But you still get rare gatekeeper effect plus Sandman effect from hand, plus 1 more stats as far as the rare gatekeeper is concerned. So good card. I like it. And as our foiler too. Already got our second unique on pack after pack. We'll see what we got. Ooh, a 2-cost Thoth. Let's see how it turns out. When my expedition fails to move forward during dusk, after rest, create an Ortis 1111 soldier token in your other expedition. So you don't get to choose target, but it's not horrible in that idea. When I leave the expedition zone, if you control 2 or more landmarks, create a Ortis recruit in your hero expedition. So potential of having 2 recruits, but also you have to have 2 landmarks to make it happen. Not gonna lie, I was getting kind of excited looking at that. The idea of having a 2-cost bureaucrat that isn't attorney that does the same bureaucrat effects is pretty sweet. But not as good, but still pretty good, I think. You could definitely replace a rare Thoth with this potentially, or even a common Thoth. But yeah, 2 Ortis uniques thus far. Hopefully it is a Ortis box and we get some other cool uniques. Robin Hood. Or bureaucrats that have Robin effect. Oh, that was a long cough. All right, anyway. All right. Yay, rare Robin Hood. And another unique third one on the first few packs, to be honest. So let's take a look at it. 1 cost is promising, but let's see what we got here. Cadgear Mage Dancer and the out of faction Lyra. When you roll 1 or more dice, make sure here, you may return a card from your reserve to your hand. That's actually quite nice. Obviously would take you to probably do a Navenka deck, but the fact that you can just roll dice and return cards is great. It would have been cool if it had its other regular effect where you gain stats too, since it's only a 1/0/0. It's also weird that it's 2 costs from reserve instead of another 1 cost, 1 and 1. But it also has a quick effect, so you could always just use that instead of paying the 2 costs if you didn't like it. Because it's each character controlled by target player gains fleeting, so it's essentially Cloth Dancer, rare Cloth Dancer effect. So probably my favorite card thus far that or at least unique that we've pulled. Tell me what you think at the end of the video. Comment, subscribe. I'll say that to the end. Anyway, there we go. So after this pack, we will be officially halfway through, and this is the 19th pack. I've been doing my best to try to open the packs backwards to hopefully get the surprise of the God pack. Honestly, it's making my heart break every single time I turn them over, and it's not a God pack. But, you know, that's life. Equinox and everyone at Altered hates me, but it's all good. I still enjoy the game. So here we go. Halfway point. And another unique Ortis again, this time in Isatok. So let's see what we got here. 6/6, 4 stats across the board. Your other expedition, the expedition facing and the expedition facing it can't move forward. God, I can't talk. So basically, easy talk effect. And then when I go to reserve from the expedition zone, if you control 2 or more landmarks, you may discard target permanent with hand cost 4 or more. Sure. I don't like the idea of like these, like same thing with the Thoth of having the landmarks, especially 2 of them be required. One's not a huge deal, especially if you want to run Bountiful Meadow. But not the ideal situation here. Yeah, not horrible, not amazing, in my opinion. Feel free to tell me otherwise, but there it is. All right, we are on our, was it 5th unique? 1, 2, 3, 4, yep, 5th unique. The Council, 4/4 across the board, and the Out of Faction Bravos. 5/5 stat, usual Council effect, and then from hand effect, you may discard 1 of your mana orbs. If you do, I gain 2 boosts. So yeah, big stat stick if you want it to. You lose a mana orb for it though. So I guess if you have something to burn and you really need a big guy, you could play this for 6/6 or 7/7/6 for 4 costs, which is quite big. But yeah, current Bravo decks that I'm using, I don't know if I would want to include this, but not horrible. And yeah, there you go. All right, 6 unique, I believe. Yep, 6 unique. We have a Jean d'Arc Axiom. Out of faction. When I leave the expedition zone, you may pay 1. If you do, create a brass bug robot token in each of your expeditions. Next character you play this turn gains 1 boost. Yeah, at least it's when she leaves and not leaving to the reserve. So technically you can get this effect twice if you play it twice, for 1 less on the reserve play. 5 costs plus the 1 cost additional is a bit expensive, but you do get 2 tokens out of it, so it is efficient in that sense, but the initial 5 cost does feel bad. Probably won't be playing it in the current meta, but who knows, might be good later. But yeah, enjoy. Last 3 packs. Here goes nothing. May any active deities that are present in the Altered card game bless me in these last 3 packs, so that we see the godliness or goldiness of packs. I don't know. Either way, here we go. Last pack. The odds are not in my favor. Probably shouldn't have recorded this. Who knows? jinx myself. But let's see what we got. Crying on the other side of the camera. Wah, wah, wah. See if we can hit the one more unique. It'll be 7 for the box, which is pretty solid. Not the best that I've done, but will be cool. Let's see what we got. And no final unique either. That's it. Let's go over a review of the uniques we got. We did get no promos, but we did get some uniques, 6 of them in total, that we can review. Some solid ones, some okays, and some I probably won't ever use. So yeah, first one being the Gatekeeper. Quite good, I think. Just depends on if I can fit it in the decks I'm currently using. Don't know if it's the best one, but it's probably up there. Thoth, also solid. I think the issue here is the 2 landmarks. Don't know how often that's going to happen, but maybe more prevalent in a different meta, especially at 2 costs. It's pretty nice, and you can generate 2 recruits. It is based off of leaving the expedition zone, so it's not actively doing it like when you're sleeping it, but you can choose not to sleep it and you still get a recruit regardless. But here we go. Mage Dancer, I think this is my favorite one. I do have a Navenka deck where I roll some dice. I like the quick effect. I like that you can return cards from reserve to your hand. I like that it's 1 cost. I don't like that it's 2 cost from reserve, but nothing horrible. Stats aren't amazing. Would be cool if it was 1/1/1 across the board, but either way, probably my favorite card of this box. Yeah. Isatok, recent one that we just went over. Not my favorite. 6 cost is a lot. Requires 2 landmarks for the secondary effect. Yeah. Really similar to the other one otherwise, and chances of getting 2 landmarks are not as high, at least in the current meta. Council Bravos, regular council effect, 4 costs across the board. A little bit better on stats, and you get the boosts if you want to discard a mana. Could be good, okay, I think. Technically better than standard one. But again, I don't know if you make room for this or not, depends. And the last one that we pulled, John d'Arc. Yeah, just really expensive for 5 costs, and then you have to pay an additional to get the brass bugs. It does have a quick effect, I guess, but you're probably going to want to play it. If you played it from hand, you're probably going to play it from reserve. I guess you could play it in a trace deck or any Axiom deck where you play stuff from reserve. And technically you're only spending 5 for this, but then you lose the original effect of playing it from hand and when it leaves the expedition, so bit of a toss-up. Not my favorite, but yeah, there you go. That is it. My final Beyond the Gates Kickstarter box opening. I was really hoping for the God Pact, especially since this was the last of a case. Still haven't hit it, but I know people who have had worse luck. Shout out to you, John. Ha 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 ha. Hope you see this video. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. What's your favorite unique of the set? Have you hit a God Pack? And what are you looking forward to in the new expansion? But yeah, talk to you soon, and I'll see you in play on the next day.